Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm filming this video because I need a video to come out tomorrow, and all of the videos that I've filmed I don't really want to edit because some videos I filmed I'm like, that video's really nice, I like what I said, the quality's okay, blah 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 blah, and then some videos I look back and I'm like, I could have done a lot better, that video is crap, want to throw it in the bin, but that's like 20 minutes of my life that I've just destroyed. So no, you're not throwing it away, Ella. Anyway, I am chewing gum because I found some gum from when I went to Barcelona. It's orange flavoured, naranja. I don't know how you pronounce it, but who cares? And it's out of date. Last August it went out of date, and I looked online to see if it was safe to eat, and the internet was like, yeah, it should be fine, but if it starts going weird and starts disintegrating in your mouth, then someone said that it was the worst experience of their life to do with gum. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Hasn't happened yet. It's quite refreshing, orange gum. They don't do it in the UK, but in like European countries, I don't care if you can see my window ledge. In European countries, they have a lot of interesting flavours of stuff like Fanta and gum. But anyway, let's get into the video. Today, we're cosy. I've got a cosy outfit on. We are going to be doing a witchcraft Q&A. I thought this would be a nice kind of video. I don't get sent questions because barely anyone watches my videos, but I'm very grateful to everyone who watches my videos, and thank you so much for your kind comments. It means the world to me. So please carry on commenting and watching my videos because it makes me really happy. So yeah, I've just made up a load of questions to ask myself, which sounds weird, but I can find a list of questions online, and I find it quite easy to put together lists of questions and video ideas. So if you need any video ideas and you're a small YouTuber, just ask me because I have so many video ideas. When I started out on this new like YouTube path, I didn't have any video ideas at all. I had a couple and I did the videos and I hated them, so I just deleted them. But now I went through a funny stage where I just couldn't stop thinking of video ideas, but now I'm like, I'm okay. Every video idea that's actually decent and not weird, like transforming into a chicken, I've got on a list. I've got a huge list of about 25 different videos. So it's actually there. There is my list of 25 different videos. Maybe more than that, probably about 30. But yeah, this isn't one of the things on that list. I always tend to, I just completely make up videos right before I'm gonna film them. Anyway, so the first question is, how long have you been a witch? So I don't know how long I've actually been a witch. I think it's from the start of year 6, which is about 4 years ago, maybe give or take a bit. But she's bad. The weather today is awful, so if this lighting isn't great, I'm sorry, but I don't have money to buy expensive lighting that costs like 100 quid, so I just have to use my window. I discovered witchcraft the summer before year 6, but the first time I was introduced into magic was World Book Day of 2016. Yes, World Book Day 2016. I did talk about this in my how I became a Wiccan witch video, but that video I took down because it was terrible, but I will remake it. But long story short, there was this game that we played. This girl said, I can tell you what your element is. She took our hand and then she just was like, ooh, like pretending to be some fortune teller or whatever, and then she said, you're this element, you're this element, when actually, oh, it's hailing. Fabulous. Wouldn't want to be caught out in that. That would be painful. Oh my god, those hailstones. Oh, let's grab a hailstone. we have a hailstone. Okay, so some nice background noise we have now. Hail. So we'll just keep that in. Anyway, so, well, that stopped pretty quickly. Ooh, that looks really cool. Anyway, so I discovered like magic, I guess, March of 2016. I forgot about all those element things, and then later on I rediscovered it because I went on Spells of Magic, and I wanted to summon a fairy. So I searched up how to summon a fairy because I'd always had like this thing about fairies and wanting to see one, and to this day still haven't seen one. I do believe in the fae though, but like I wanted to see like a Tinkerbell kind of fairy. I actually have Tinkerbell. Yeah. So yeah, so I found this website called Spells of Magic. Now, Spells of Magic is a wonderful site. You have to be careful what you look at, because I went back on Spells of Magic the other day, and a lot of stuff that I said, like all the spells that I made up, were really bad. So if you come across Butterspell, the account on Spells of Magic, that's me, and all my spells on there are fake. Willpower is something you have. You don't need to do a spell to get willpower. Willpower is just looking at a chocolate bar and not eating it. Okay? Wow. That is crazy. Love a bit of British weather. It's really nice though to have some fresh air. Anyway, so I then, oh yeah, that's the next question. How did you find it? So I then found Spells of Magic, which was a website with loads of different stuff about witchcraft, and I was like, wow, this is really interesting. So I just looked around, found loads of different spells, talked about it with my friend, my ex-friend, yeah, and then we just started every single day when the year above us were doing stuff with their levers, because we went to me and my like friends, they're not my friends anymore, but the people that went to the same school as me that, ugh. Anyway, oh my god, I thought it said 28 minutes in. I was like, I haven't said anything yet. The people that I went to primary school with, we went to a combined primary school. It used to be classed as a combined primary school. They actually called that, it was part of the name, but it isn't anymore. So basically what that means is 2 years were grouped together in the same group. So a class is usually around 30 people. So instead of having separate classes, so like a year 1 class, a year 2 class, a year 3 class, we would have year 1 and year 2 in the same class. So when I was in year 5, I was in the same class as a load of year 6s. So now those year 6s are now in year 11. So when we got to secondary school, we were all separated. So we weren't in combined classes anymore, because that doesn't happen at secondary school, because obviously you study different things at secondary school. But at primary school, because it was like a smallish school, they like mixed years together. Anyway, so we were merged with the year 6s, and the year 6s were working on their levers assembly, so we got to just play on the computers. And in that era of my school and the computer and stuff, because I bet it's different now for the kids that go there, we got to just go on whatever we liked. Like YouTube we were allowed on, some websites were banned and you like physically couldn't go on them, but most things we could go on. People used to play a lot of computer games and stuff like that. My brother's decided to watch me filming this video live. It's a witchcraft video. Can you not look at me like that? Anyway, so when I went to school, we can actually ask your input. So, my brother went to the same school as me.
You can't blur out words.
Thanks. Anyway, so my brother went to the same school as me, because it's too complicated not to. I'm so glad you're not on camera. He's going. Right, teapot. Did they ban YouTube?
I don't know.
Could you not remember? Oh.
I don't know, I think you could watch YouTube, but I don't know if you're really allowed to.
Oh. Yeah, because we used to go on it.
Watch a load of old Fortnite videos and we're saying the S word, and I was like, oh my god, guys, don't watch that.
What, they use YouTube for
Yeah,
Fortnite?
they use 6, they thought they were so gangster. Watching like Ninja and stuff.
Oh my god. I used to watch like complete H2O episodes at school.
Such a silly boy.
Like sit there in the shared area. And I'd watch full on H2O episodes at school.
H2O.
H2O just have water.
Yeah, but you've got to tell your viewers what it is.
Everyone knows what H2O is. Imma. You can't say Imma without sounding Australian. I-M-M-A. Say it right now. Yeah, you sound Australian. You can't not sound Australian. Anyway, so I started researching every day on spells magic. I did warn you this is a witchcraft video. Yeah. And just started learning stuff. And then I bought books, started researching out books. And then I came across Wicca and stuff, and I thought that I had to be a Wiccan to be a witch. Didn't actually know what Wicca was. But Wicca, which is our next question, what the heck is a Wiccan? A Wiccan is somebody who follows a religion of Wicca and Wicca?
No, they're a Wicca fence.
They're not a Wicca fence. Wicca is a whole religion, so you don't have to be Wiccan to be a witch, and you don't have to be a witch to be Wiccan, although the religion of Wicca is very based around witchcraft. Anyway, I'll let you do your own research. But anyway, so I discovered Wicca. Didn't know what it was. It's great that he's just left the door open. Why did you choose to become a Wiccan? So I considered myself a Wiccan for a while, not even knowing what it was. And then when I found out what it was, I was like, I guess I am a Wiccan. So I kind of just adopted that term as well as the witch term, but I guess I've been a witch longer than a Wiccan. I don't know when I became a Wiccan, but I've definitely been one for 2 years or longer, probably about 3 now. I just chose to become one, and I really resonate with all the stuff that they believe in. Next question is, do you worship Satan? So, when I draw pentacles at school, a lot of people ask me if I'm a Satanist. I'm not a Satanist. I'm not a Satanist, but I am a Wiccan. So basically, a Satanist is to do with Christianity, and Satan is a Christian figure. So Satanists come from Christianity, but witchcraft doesn't, and it's completely different. You can be a witch and a Satanist. You can be a Christian and a witch. You could be a Muslim and a witch. You can be a Sikh and a witch. But a Satanist and a Wiccan is not the same thing. So, and a Satanist and a witch is not the same thing. We don't sacrifice small animals. We don't worship Satan, although you could probably worship Satan as a deity. And yeah, so no, I'm not a Satanist. I don't worship Satan. Satan is scary and probably doesn't even exist. Can anyone be a witch? Yes, anyone can be a witch. It's not like a supernatural thing. You don't have to do any spells to physically become a witch. Witches are humans. They're not another being. Witchcraft is a practice. So yeah, that's basically what it is. It's like being a yogi. A yogi is someone who practices yoga. It's just like that, really. It's just a practice that gives you a name like that. Like if you cook, you're a chef. If you do witchcraft, you're a witch. Unless you don't want to call yourself that, because you do get to choose. What kind of witch am I? I am a green witch. I would consider myself a green witch. I did think of becoming a kitchen witch because I was doing a lot of baking at the time. I do a lot of baking, but I found that a lot of green witchery is linked with baking and cooking. So yeah, You don't have to become a kitchen witch to do kitchen witchery. You can be any kind of witch to do any kind of magic. It's just when you pick it, you just have to pick what all of your practices fit into. So I grow plants. You're literally being propped up by one of my violet inch plants. Here is a baby of that violet inch plant. I don't know why it's called a violet inch plant. Look, it's just what it said on the thing. And now it won't go back in the pot. Green witches just like worship the earth, kind of, I guess. They use crystals and herbs, and other kinds of witches include like a cosmic witch, so they work with like the planets and the stars and the sun and the moon. And then you have, I don't actually know anything about hedge witches. I'm so confused now. I thought the hedge was the hedge between the spirit realm and the human realm, but I don't actually know now. I'm really confused because I looked at something online that told me otherwise. You can be a hearth witch. I know a lot of hearth witches through YouTubers. A lot of YouTubers are hearth witches. So that's basically like a house witch, which sounds like a house spider. I don't know, that just always reminds me of a house spider, house witch. Yeah. Any witchy book recommendations? I'm near my bookshelf of witchcraft stuff, so I'll just show you. The book I recommend you the most is Wicca by Harmony Nice. I think it is just a great book for beginners. I wish I would have had this when I was starting out in witchcraft, because there's a lot of stuff that she talks about that I needed to know when I was starting out. There's The Witch's Journal by Celine Silverwind. I can't get it. There's Wicca, which is an Orient plain and simple book, and then I have a load of other ones, but they're either specified to a certain part of magic, or they're just not that great. I shouldn't have wasted my money on them. But a lot of them like this. This is a book of spells, so they're all spells, but they're not spells that I would do, because I just wouldn't follow a spell word for word from a book, because yeah, I just don't like a lot of the stuff that they say, and I don't have all of the ingredients most of the time. Like, I don't have like taper candles and stuff like that. I just have I'm really sorry, but the light is deteriorating, so we are here now. My bookshelf just fell down. I grabbed my candle thing and the whole bookshelf just collapsed. And I kind of predicted this, because one of my video ideas was, I have too many bookshelves on my shelf. That's not even right. I have too many books on my bookshelf and it's a problem. So, it definitely is a problem because it fell down. So I'm gonna sort that out. Maybe I'll make it into a video, maybe I won't. But I really need to sort out my bookcase. My salt container broke, so now I have the stopper. I can just fiddle about with it without being worried that it's detached from its thing, because the thing is well and truly broken. It's not being fixed, which is sad, but it's all my fault. Okay, so I'm gonna answer just a couple more questions and then I'll end the video because it is getting really dark. Do you have any friends who are witches? I do have friends who are witches. I've had friends in the past who were witches, but they're not anymore, and I currently have one single friend who is a witch. I talk to her not that often, but we do meet up sometimes to talk about witchcraft and stuff. But like, my close friends aren't witches. I've made lots of friends on the internet who are witches. I don't have any contact with a lot of them anymore. I get comments from Silver Moon quite often, so hi Silver Moon, if you're watching this, I really appreciate all your comments. So yeah, I do have a couple of friends who are witches, but not a huge amount. Can you be a Christian and a witch? Yes, you can be a Christian and a witch. It just depends on your beliefs. I have friends who are Christians who would probably never be witches because of their Christianity beliefs. They still respect witches and stuff, but they just they wouldn't be them because it goes against their beliefs about God, and they believe that God is all powerful, omnipotent, my RS terms. So they believe that they don't have like magic and power, because God is all magic and all powerful, and humans are just meant to live on the earth and be fruitful. Is it fruitful? Frugal. No, not frugal. Yeah, I think it's fruitful. And increase in number. That's a quote from the Bible. If you weren't a Wiccan, what would your religion be? I would definitely be a Christian. I have been a Christian for some of my life, but I'm not a Christian anymore because I am a Wiccan. I could be a Christian and be a witch, but I choose to be a Wiccan because my beliefs in the earth are stronger than my beliefs in God. I do actually believe in God. I do have a lot of Christian beliefs and Christian values. I just don't go to church, I don't read the Bible, and I wouldn't class myself as a Christian. But if somebody asked me who was very strong Christian, like a church lady or something, I would tell them that I'm a Christian because I kind of am, but I kind of aren't. So it's kind of confusing, but if I had to have another religion, I would be a Christian because I just would. And I just can't not believe in God. I don't know why, just can't. And I kind of feel bad that I'm not a Christian. But let's not talk about that because I have a lot of Christian guilt that I just can't get rid of. Why do witches love the moon? I don't actually know why witches love the moon so much. It's just because it's so beautiful and magical that there's just this floating rock in the sky that's just always been there, and your grandparents have looked at it and their grandparents have stared at it every night, and it's just beautiful. I look up like I'm looking at the moon, but I'm just looking at a load of clouds. They're nice clouds though, they're like wispy clouds, they're not like dark rain clouds. Why are witches associated with broomsticks? I don't really want to answer this question because it's really inappropriate, but let's just say that the word high has a double meaning. The broom, they don't actually fly on it in the sky, and yeah, let's just move on because I don't really want to explain that. But if you'd like to know, Google it. So if you have any questions that you want to ask me, you can either DM me on Instagram or say it in the comments, or you can email me if you don't have Instagram or a YouTube account. But yeah, that has been this video. Hope you enjoyed. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe down below, and I will see you all soon. Bye.